The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check right, check right.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, McCoy gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. You draw quarter. Kill.
Lock now on first down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Ready up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
64. Check 3. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, can I have that dagger play? Can I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Freeman again, a first down carry. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready to break. 59 mark. Check, 59. I'm coming. Hey, wahoo. 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now McCoy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
90 Wolf. Check. No. Too low.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. 8, read. General West.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. This complete to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Atlanta.
Got it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stay with your man. He's coming. Don't look at me. Zipper. Mike 5'9".
Freeman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, world.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, or get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. McCoy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcon first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 5-9.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken short, and they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bring it. Bring it.
Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. McCoy. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with the fullback Nix.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Henry, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now it's Freeman. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, orbit. Mike 54.
Block off of play action. Jones has it. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Panthers have recovered. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his this rough night continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go. Time to end it. 45 to Mike. Pick it up.
A first down carry for Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Set. Henry. 35. Tighten up.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCoy. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run with Scarlett. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Looking to throw. McCoy nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From midfield, here's Locke. This one caught by Ridley. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On the run, it's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They begin with Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Okay, ready? 54. Mike, 54. I got one.
On first down, it's Smith. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
60 Pittsburgh. Tackle.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up second down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Check. Watch 54. I got one.
They'll run it again with Smith. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Smith. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Get ready. At their own 11-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Panthers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 35-yard line.
2
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Hey, watch the slant. Fire.
On second down, here's Smith. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second down, it's Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Second and 11. At the Panthers' 44-yard line.
3 now. Go.
And they take a knee.
Kessler on the keeper.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
3 now. Hey, check. 3 now. Who's on 85? Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Kessler on the keeper.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah, but I like where we're going with